First pitch coming at you right after the break. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous, sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill on his way over, brings it in, and there's one down. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Batting first, the first baseman, number 2, Yankees.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Yandy Diaz in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Rays. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, today's starting pitcher, Ryan Pepio. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The Yankees are looking very strong so far this season.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
Stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Big time power. He's 3rd in the AL in home runs. Fought off foul. Ramirez matched a homer in his last game. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Just missed.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Just misses with that one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
And misses inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
1 down. And now it's Juan Soto. Soto recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him.
You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh-no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time, it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Bryce.
Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Aaron Judge.
We are watching one of the greatest hitters that has ever lived. You're talking about a career OPS over 1,000. Think of the other names in the conversation with this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. Just amazing.
Bryce Harper in the box now. Takes strike 1. Ramirez over at second. Soto on at first with 2 down. And that is out of play. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
2 outs. The changeup missing, and 1-1. The shortstop takes a ball.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That misses. 3-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
And a 3-1 on the way. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
2 outs, bases full. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Rip, but it curls foul. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And fouled off. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. But no advance from the runners. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. In the air, right field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 2nd inning coming up in the Bronx. Yankees 1, the Rays nothing. Back here in New York, all set for the start of the inning. Lau at the plate.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Max Fried will go to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Outside. And that is ball one.
Ooh, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yeah, exactly.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Caminero went deep in his most recent game. One out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Doyle makes the play. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Foul ball there.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Ramirez settles under this one. And that is that. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail here 1-0. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
Pepio back to work. Up and in, and that's ball one. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. There's
a swing and a drive. Tattooed and gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add a run. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And next for New York, Brenton Doyle.
Really strong hitting performance recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
And that one finds its way through. So now back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
So the batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. That's hard hit on the line. Drops into the glove. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He reached on a walk his first time.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaches, but can't make the grab. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Juan Soto. Runner on the move. And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's
Judge.
0 for 1.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Late swing fouled off. Judge waits. That one in the dirt, and the count even 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Check swing, called strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here comes Bryce Harper. In the air, left field. And that is that. They put 2 on the board, 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We played 2 full. Yankees 3, the Rays nothing. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Out there to center. Merrill coming on. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cameron Meisner stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Popped up. Harper has a beat on it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now.
Batting 9, the left fielder, Everson.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Everson Pereira.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately.
Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
He's got a good rhythm going. 2 quick outs. Guy like that wants to get the ball, deliver that next pitch, get back in the dugout as quickly as possible.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back. That one is gone. Jose Caballero with his first major league home run. A special moment in his young career. And who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
So up next, Jose Caballero. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Judge makes the catch, and that'll do it. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. They have been lights out on the mound the past month. Here is a look at the numbers.
Lindor.
Hard hit, right side. He steps on the bag. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a foul out of play. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting,
one gone runner at first.
Jackson.
And now the center fielder,
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill. He's already homered here in this one. And ball one. Merrill, a former All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Now
Two
batting,
consecutive
left
base
fielder,
hits for this
Brennan.
team. Good job getting the foot down so he can catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
And up next for New York, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Squeezes it. Runner tags it second. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are two gone.
The batter,
Now
number
we'll see if moving up
13.
to third there
Second
pays off for
baseman,
him. He didn't have to tag and go,
Chisholm
but now he can score in a
Jr.
lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Yes, he did. That's a swing. 2 on, 2 outs. Runner takes off. Throws it away. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 left on. On to inning number 4. Yankees 3, the Rays 1. Welcome back
Leading off
as
for
we take
Tampa
a
Bay,
peek at the
the
starting
shortstop,
pitching so far this year. Line drive.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Yandy Diaz now. And there's a strike. And now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location.
Wow.
Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Lau batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. Rays held in check here, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Here's
off
the third
for the
baseman,
Yankees,
Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And that is downstairs. 1-0.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2.
1 strike.
That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really
Now
patient at the
batting,
plate.
the
A game
designated
plan that
hitter.
he's sticking to.
Wow.
He's just not going outside of what he's
Soto.
looking for up there.
So a man at first. In now is the Yankees DH, Juan Soto. Swings through that. Tampa Bay's bullpen with
No
some
ball.
action.
1 strike.
Number 70 warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Kelly warming up as well. Ramirez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw. Save. Here's a 1-1. That's down and in. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Don't think you want to throw him that pitch again. He hammered it. Next time, he'll make it fair.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And now Kevin
The right
Cash
fielder,
out of the
number
dugout
99,
and ready to make a
Aaron
move to the bullpen. Ryan Pepiot
Judge.
won't go any further tonight. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Now on
Rays.
the mound for the Rays, number 70.
Number 70.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're
Mike.
talking about middle innings,
That's
and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
First and second, no outs. Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 in this one.
Let's go, Bombers.
Lined, and that's a base hit. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Base hit, one run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 6-1. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. And that's a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Just off the outside part of the plate. There's a line drive to left field. Pereira makes the grab on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball, low.
And there's a ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
There's a strike. Pitch misses. 3-2 now. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Low makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. On the ground, out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And his hot hitting continues.
Now batting,
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And the batter now, Brenton Doyle. That one way outside, and that's ball 1. Two outs. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting to hit for the Yankees. Pickoff move to second. Harper's back on a dive. And they're all loaded up.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog.
Were we supposed to
The
bring
batter,
something?
number 13.
Singing, I think just our
Second baseman,
presence
Jazz
is the present. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 0 for 3 in this one. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 outs. Bases are full. Next pitch is outside, and it's 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0.
That's a ball.
Jose
3-0.
Ramirez on deck for the Yankees. And there's a foul ball. Harper on third. Merrill at second. Doyle at first. 2 out of the inning. Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw to third. In there safely. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. That one almost got him. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Inside, backs him off again.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 2 outs. That one fouled off. 2-2. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, they're starting with this already. And a Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Number 70 is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Now
Rays.
a new pitcher for the Rays, Joe
Number
Boyle.
36.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Juan Soto.
Whoa.
In the dirt. The 1-0. Look out!
Ah,
And it hit him.
Hit by pitch. Thank you, base.
Aaron Judge at the
The
plate.
right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Boyle checks the runner.
No, he's
Ramirez
safe.
back on a dive. And that one is inside ball 1. Judge rips that one. And it's gone. His 16th homer of the year. It's 13-1.
Really impressive hitting the ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first, out, and thank goodness the inning is at last over. But it's a huge inning for them as they score 10 times. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Yankees lead it. It's 13-1. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
Free, back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The right fielder, number 15, Josh.
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. First time up was a pop out. That one pushed to the left and foul. Caminero gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground, right side, and it gets by him. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
The catcher, Ben Wartvedt.
Ben Wartvedt digs in now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Judge makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away.
The center fielder, Cameron Meisner.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Cameron Meisner. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
0-2.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
The batter,
Everson
the left fielder,
Pereira,
Everson
next to hit for the Rays.
Pereira.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that one is downstairs. 1-1.
No, that's low.
Late with the swing there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Welcome back as we
Leading
take a
off
look at
for
how
the
today's
Yankees,
starting pitchers
the
have fared so
shortstop,
far.
Francisco Lindor.
That That one's upstairs, ball one.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
1-1 now. On the ground to short. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
And next for New York, Yainer Diaz. 1 for 3.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 1-2. Fastball is outside. Now all even up. Liner, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity,
Now
you've got to
batting,
live on the
the
out
center
edges.
fielder,
When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at first with 1 gone. Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. That one drilled left field. Pereira makes the play. 2 down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just
Now
frustrating when you
batting,
can't get
the
it to
left
fall.
fielder,
Maybe next time up,
Brenton
he'll find a hole.
Doyle.
And up next for New York, Brenton Doyle. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Diaz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases.
Kim with the throw to first. That is the inning. And welcome back to
Leading
the
off for Tampa
ballpark.
Bay,
And
the
now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Jose Caballero.
Caballero.
And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swinging a foul straight back. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Ha-Sung Kim will hit next.
Shortstop, Ha-Sung
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
The Yanks up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And 1-2.
1-2.
In the air out towards right center. Merrill has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy.
2 down, base is
Diaz.
empty. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. This one in the air. Diaz moves under it. One down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Stepping in now for the Yankees. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto now. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. And a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
Judge.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Soto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Next pitch is downstairs. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
This to center field. Meisner, long run, pulls up and it drops for a hit. Throw into third.
He made it.
Safe, and that's his 3rd hit. Here comes Bryce Harper. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No,
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball 1 there. Base hit, 1 run in already. Another comes in to score, and they extend their lead. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Joe Boyle will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Kevin
Rays,
Kelly gets handed the rock out of the
number
pen.
49.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an
Kevin
excellent job of
Kelly.
avoiding walks so far this season.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And the sweeper misses for a ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. The Yankees lead it 15-1. Well, this game isn't very
Leading off for
close,
Tampa
Singy.
Bay,
Let's see if
the
we got
second
any
baseman,
messages from those
Brandon.
tuning in today.
Wow.
I know we got some good stuff in there. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Harper steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
So digging in, Junior Caminero. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one wrapped foul.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Low now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Now batting, catcher Ben Rortvedt.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ben Rortvedt. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Doyle. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th.
Leading
Here's
off
the Yankees
for the
catcher
Yankees,
now. Yainer
the catcher,
Diaz.
Yainer Diaz.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Yeah.
Throws across the diamond, and they get the
Now
leadoff
batting,
hitter in the 7th.
center fielder Jackson Merrill.
So up next, Jackson Merrill. That misses, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That
That's a ball.
misses, and it's 2-1. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with.
The
And
left fielder.
there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Went with the
That's out the
sweeper,
corner.
but it misses. 2 outs, base is empty. Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Welcome back as
Leading
we
off
take
for
a look
Tampa
at their
Bay,
upcoming
the center
schedule.
fielder, Cameron Meisner.
Freed back to work. In the air, center field. Merrill sizes this one up, brings it in. Then there's one down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Everson.
Now up for Tampa Bay,
Pereira.
Everson Pereira. High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. Just missed it.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of
Now
blowing
back,
in from
the
left,
designated
and
hitter,
I think that's what
Jose
made the difference.
Caballero.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Caballero now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Now this is in the air down the line. Nabs it, and that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Yankees lead this one 15-1. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they get it out of
Now
the play.
batting,
This is
third
what it's all
baseman,
about on that
Austin.
right side of the diamond when you've got the first
Rock
baseman
your
involved
red.
and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. The Yankees up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Misses inside, and the count is even, 2-2.
2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, the designated
Juan
hitter.
Soto
Juan
getting ready to hit.
Soto.
And that misses. Ball 1. That's down and in.
Ball 2.
And that one hammered. Low, drop step, going back. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. A 2-run homer. It's 17-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
It's Aaron Judge now. And Judge spoils that one. Still only 1 out here in the inning. On the ground. Over to Diaz. Judge out on the play.
Now batting, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And there's a ball. That one off the mark,
that's
and
inside.
that's ball 2.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Oh.
And that one in the air center field. Meisner moving under this one. Corrals it. And that will end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Last chance for the Rays coming up. Welcome back as
Leading
we
off
take
for
a look
Tampa
at their
Bay,
upcoming
the
schedule.
shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Rips that one to right. Hauls it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
And stepping in for the Rays, Yandy Diaz. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Not
No
sure
ball.
if he was
1
expecting
strike.
for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one the other way. Snags it for the second out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Last chance for the Rays, and now it's Brandon Lau. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
And now the count is even. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees add another to their winning streak.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.